Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How you doing, Grizzly? Wild price action last night? Yes, sir. Price action was actually amazing. Like, I don't know, for some reason. Well, I did go to sleep at like 10 o'clock and then woke up at 3 o'clock and I was just like, so this was the very first thing that I saw. When I woke up, I saw this 5 minute equilibrium block. I said, oh shit, change the state and delivery, retest, short me. So started that position, then really just ended up continuously just adding. Sadly, we did take this sell side liquidity, failed to break below this range, and now we're about to get the change of state and delivery on the hourly time frame. Everything is looking bullish. However, I am not looking to go long until we break above this equilibrium block right here. Until I see a close over 245, I'm not touching a damn thing. However, what we did just do is pull back, give you the retest of the change of state and delivery equilibrium block, and now we're likely about to get this push up here and take out some buy side liquidity. So once we get a close above this range, I will be looking to take some long on options and kind of just let those run. I'm probably going to take next week calls, to be honest. Call me crazy, but I think we're going up to this daily volume imbalance or liquidity void. Basically the gap up here on the daily time frame. Still trading on the 1 hour equilibrium block. Yes, sir. So we did get the change state delivery already though. However, if you look here, notice this bearish equilibrium block. If we were going to continue going down, price would have respected this range. The fact is that price didn't respect this range already told us that very likely we are going to push higher now. And not only that, we're creating an IFEG on the hourly time frame. We just retested the change state delivery, and now we're about to get the expansion back higher. I am up 7K, almost 8K today. So yeah, I'm just gonna be really patient. Like until the daily and hourly are both green, I don't really want to touch anything. There's no point in scalping right now. I kind of just want to hold the trade, set it and forget it. And we can actually get a trade that we could set and forget once we close over this hourly equilibrium block. Morning, everybody. So looking at the daily time frame, we pulled back into the weekly sell side liquidity. Buyers currently stepped in. I can easily see us retracing back into this fair value gap range. What's the weekly doing? Oh shit. We're coming off a weekly equilibrium block. Alrighty. Oh. I hear you, Arif. I hear you, brother. Alright, so we're coming off a weekly equilibrium block. If you ask me, because this is coming off a weekly level, very likely we get a good little push up here. Let's mark this out. Damn, I wish I seen that sooner. Because if I did, honestly, 9:30 out or not 9:30, 8:30. Once I saw data drop and seen us fail to displace past that low, pretty much knew I was gonna get stopped out. And really looking at the weekly time frame, probably should have reversed my position here. However, we likely will see another setup here coming up within the next couple hours. Once we get the hourly change of state and delivery also coming off, well, we already got the hourly change of state delivery, so I take that back. But once we get over that 245 level range, I will be looking to take calls and honestly take next week calls and just hold these. So let's clean up our chart. Oh, and then we also got those relative equal highs. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna try to enter a trade today on my live account because that's the only thing you can actually swing on. And really like set it and forget it on futures. Because honestly, if we come back up 900 points, That's a major payday. I mean, I'm planning to do both. We really just need to get a good entry on futures. If I get a good enough entry on futures, realistically, probably only want to risk about like $7,000 to $10,000, and then realistically, if we hit our PT, that is what is this? Up 800 points, 16K trade per contract. I'd want to take at least like 4 contracts. All right. Posting the levels for today right now. I'm guessing the YouTube live is much clearer today. Yes, no, maybe so. First PT would be high of the day at 19,304. Some relative equal highs up here. Buy side up at 19,380. Pretty much as long as we hold up above, as long as we hold above 143, bias is long. All right, today we got a very detailed game plan. Honestly, I'm still waiting to buy the dip on SMCI. Let's go see how much are we down. All right, this is quite the dip, I shall say. Currently, we are down 69%. Likely we're gonna open up probably down like 75% because we still do have a gap down on SMCI. However, once I see a body close pretty much over yesterday's high, I will be looking to take calls or looking to add to calls. Perfect, perfect, very clear. Hey, Brian, how you doing, brother? All right, 31 minutes left in this hourly candle. Market open here in 2 minutes. Game plan is posted. Let's go see what the 5 minute has to offer. 5 minute, we do have this equilibrium block here coming from, I'm guessing, a 10-minute time frame. Yep. All right, so pretty much as long as we hold above this 10-minute equilibrium block, we see more upside. Bingo. Close below that, we likely come back down to the retest of this lower equilibrium block range. As long as we hold up what is this? 143, we see more upside today. Alrighty. And we are open. What do buyers want to do? Are buyers going to step in here, push us higher, or are we going to reject the extreme to the hourly equilibrium block? So far, we are getting a rejection. Looks like we want to get this push up now. We're trying, we're trying, we're trying. Let's see if we can get this close over 230 here. Currently, daily is bearish, hourly is bearish. We did just reject off the 1 minute equilibrium block, instantly got the rejection. Now we're seeing more downside. Shit, we dropped like 50 points in a minute. I'm loving the volatility today. Lower time frames looks like we're trying to get a push up. However, we do need to see a close over that 1 minute equilibrium block for clear confirmation. Looks like we want more downside here. Might get the change of state and delivery. These RTX calls printed. I figured that, as crazy as that sounds. Where is this? God damn. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ugh. That's tough. All right, so 107 calls. I remember yesterday when we talked about them, they were at they're at 1.6. Now they are going for, let's go see. Wow. They were 1.6 when we talked about them. And now they're currently going for about 5. What is that? 200 and something, like 240, 250% gain. Wow. Good call, brother. Good call. I just haven't taken an ER trade in quite some time. If it says multi-bracket orders not supported, that's because you're trying to use the ATM on Tradeovate, and Tradeovate does not support the ATM when you are copy trading. I'm there, brother. I'm there. That's a really nice gain. Or are they at close? Let me see. No way. 1.3 at close. Sheesh. All right, so currently, see why I said I'm not going long until we get over this equilibrium block. We're getting the rejection of it. Um, Pretty much based on the hourly time frame, we have to hold up this equilibrium block right here. This is change state delivery. I would not long this until we invalidate something on the lower time frames. You're very welcome, brother. On commons, that's even a pretty good jump too. What is that? Is that 7%? 8%? Yeah. 8% move. Not bad, not bad. That's because options made me. That's the main reason why it's very difficult to trade common stocks. And the only reason why I say it's difficult because it's like, okay, yes, you could have made like a 40% gain, but then let's just say you bought leaps. Well, if you made 40% gains on common stocks with leaps, you easily just made 500, 600% gain. Only downside to RTX right now is what I'm looking at are the spreads are horrendous. It's a $200, $300 spread. All right, so if the hourly equilibrium block is gonna actually hold up, we would need to see the change state delivery over 160. With that, I will actually start some long positions. And you will have to be on a live account to follow if we do get the change of state delivery, because this ultimately will be a swing trade for futures. If you're not on a live account, you cannot swing trade futures. But basically, looking at 10-minute, we got the change of state delivery. We're still pushing down. Looks like we're about to come take out data lows. Not gonna lie. Based on the 1 minute, we're currently closed below this 1 minute equilibrium block. Did not offer the retest of it just yet. However, we still are seeing more downside. We closed below the 1 minute volume imbalance as well. We're testing the 5 minute volume imbalances. Let's go see, is there any divergence with ES? ES is actually holding up a lot stronger right now than NQ. There's a little scalp trade I could give you guys right here if we get the close in 15 seconds. Just need to see it close over that 1 minute equilibrium block. We're coming from the hourly change of state delivery candle. Once this close does occur, we should see a push back up. The very least we do is push up to this volume imbalance up here. A nice little 30-point trade, a 3R trade. But you do have to wait for this body to close. Currently, we are still respecting the equilibrium block on the 1 minute time frame. Buyers are not stepping in just yet at the hourly equilibrium block, which is kind of making me think we want to come get this push down to data lows. We did take out the most recently our buy side liquidity, and now we're looking to take out the hourly sell side liquidity. And as well, the hourly is bearish as hell, and so is the daily. The daily is still bearish as hell. So keep that on watch. Do not try to long. You have no confirmation to take any longs whatsoever. Uh, 20 minutes left in this hourly candle. Close below this low, we see more downside. Close above it, we should see a push back up. It does look like one of the indices wants to take out data lows. There is some divergence between the two. NQ is a whole lot weaker than ES right now. So as long as we stay below this 1 minute equilibrium block, we see more downside right here, right now. The 5 minute needs to close below this volume imbalance for us to see more downside here as well with clear confirmation. The hourly needs to close below this equilibrium block, and then we have pretty much confirmation that everything is back bearish. Outside earnings in Tesla, tech is lagging. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'll look at that in a second. We may get this 1 minute change of state delivery here. $59. All right, so we're getting this change of state delivery. Likely we're gonna get a push up here. I like the risk reward to what it is. About to go ahead and start a position here on some Qs. Hmm. All right, we're gonna build a couple different position here for QQQ. I mean, honestly, all of them are like $200 per contract. So at that point, I might as well go take next week contracts, to be honest. Um, taking August 2nd Qs. Realistically, we're gonna get a 10-point move up. Taking 472 calls here for next week Friday. Just got filled at 3.88. Currently just got the rejection there of the 10-minute equilibrium block. Offer the change of state delivery there. Sitting back here at this 1 minute now. Pretty much if buyers are here, we have to see this 1 minute equilibrium block hold up. No ifs, ands, or buts. Looking a little iffy on the lower time frames here. 3-second chart doesn't look like the 1 minute equilibrium block wants to get supported. However, a lot can change in 3 seconds. Let's see. And we close back below the range. So likely we see more downside before we see upside here. Okay, buyers stepping back in now. We would have to see a close over this 1 minute equilibrium block for confirmation that buyers are here. Likely we see some more downside here. Likely we come take out data lows. If buyers were here at this very present moment, we would have seen this 1 minute equilibrium block hold up. We still have 13 minutes left in this hourly equilibrium block. We may even need more time for these QQQ calls, to be honest. Just looking at it, this is a weekly equilibrium block. If we do come down and test the extremes, we can easily push down here today and then tomorrow have like a crazy wick candle on the daily time frame. So funny. We're gonna come take our data lows here. The very least NQ is. Yep. I'm thinking that we probably need like 2 weeks out, to be honest, because this is a weekly equilibrium block, so that would mean it's gonna take at least a week for us to find out whether we're right or we're wrong. Natural gas at 9:30, but won't have any impact. Okay. Let me go look. Forex, where's this thing at? Yeah, natural gas 10:30, 10:30 Eastern time. Yeah, that's about it. We're gonna see some more downside here. Uh, Personally, I would have to wait for this hourly to close to take anything. We could just look to target low of the day. Nice little scalp, not too bad. That'll give us like a 10K day and pretty much call it there. If this 5 minute closes as a bearish equilibrium block and we get the close below this volume imbalance here, I will be taking some shorts. Entry will look to be at 135. Look to take this down to data lows and take this down to low of the day here. Honestly, we're about to hedge our long position with some 0 DTEs right now on Qs. Qs is looking pretty damn bearish all across the board. And with the fact is us getting the change of state delivery, then price retesting it and perfectly shooting back down, that's kind of telling me all I need to know. So more downside is coming. We still have 10 minutes left in this hourly candle. I'm very dependent on this hourly candle. If we get the close below this range, we see more downside. The next following hourly candle, if we hold above this range, we likely chop back up, and we would just likely be uh, bouncing between both of these equilibrium blocks until one of them can actually give us a body close above or below it. 1 minute looks like we're trying to shift bullish, but nothing, no clear confirmation just yet. Hourly is still extremely bearish. 5 minute is still bearish as well. Looks like we can try to get this push back up to the 5 minute volume imbalance and likely probably see a rejection off of that level. One minute just took liquidity, took out the volume imbalance high. If we close back below this range here at 116, we see more downside right here, right now. AMD, TSM, R, QCOM, LRCX report next week for semis. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Still feel like we need more time for Qs. Based on a 5 minute, we've tested these volume imbalance 4 different times and we have yet to displace below these lows. Once we can manage to break below these volume imbalances, we will start to see some displacement straight down to data lows, which is roughly like a 60, almost 60, almost like 60 point drop. if the 5 minute can close below those volume imbalances. So far, looks like we're trying to here on the 5 minute time frame. Same thing with the 1 minute. 1 minute shifted back bearish. Still can't close over the 1 minute volume imbalance, but we have no confirmation just yet either because the 5 minute imbalance cannot close below that either. So right now, price is just kind of moving back and forth. Just got to be patient here. 7 minutes left in this hourly candle. If we close below the equilibrium block, we will see more downside. Okay, I'm looking at the option contracts right now at some 455 puts. If you looked at the option chain yesterday, the same puts we got in, there was a crazy spike up to 210, which pretty much told me why I was holding the runners. And if you look at the 455 calls, there's a spike up to 227 right now in the option contracts. So if we do see more downside, likely we can take these calls from $50 all the way up to 227, at least, which would also line up with price coming down to the extremes of the equilibrium block. I just need to see this close here. Give me a close. Alrighty, we're gonna start our position. All right, we just started our put position. Essentially, this is kind of a hedge. So every downside move we see right now, nothing can affect us. If we get a push up, we're covered with our long dated swings. With us getting this push down right here, right now, we're gonna get covered on these calls as well. Or not calls, puts. My apologies. We're in some 455 puts. Be back in 1 second here. Alrighty, we're coming down to these data lows. We closed below the 5-minute volume imbalance that we talked about. We're coming down to low of the day here. Puts, you're up 23% already. If you want, you could trim some here. You could trim some at 73, 74, whatever you want. You're up 30% here. We're at 50%. I love my edge. And see, that's the thing. You can't have a bias. As long as, like, I would love that gap fill to happen, but when the price is not supporting what you want to happen, just take the damn trade. We're up 61% already. Taking a trim here at 94. We got a 12-hour order block as well as the currently yearly mid and previous month mid inside the 12-hour. Big draw in my opinion. These are at 18,908. Okay. Yeah, we got more downside. And I got no problem with it. Great call. Thanks, Zeus. Of course, brother. Based on the 1 minute time frame, as long as we hold down below pretty much 135, we see more downside. New hourly just opened. For some reason, the POI candle is glitched out here. Not really sure why. You're up 72% here on puts. 77%. And we got more downside. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if we really do drop down another 100 points back to your level. I also got the extremes of the weekly equilibrium block as well. Based on the 1 minute, as long as we hold down below this 1 minute equilibrium block, we see more downside right here, right now. However, the hourly candle does have no top wick, which we're likely about to go create a wick right now and probably see a little push up, a little bit of retracement. If we come all the way back up to 151, that would be crazy. It's possible. So we just created the wick on the hourly candle. As long as we hold down below this 1 minute equilibrium block, we see more downside right here, right now. And as well, just because I'm not necessarily trading futures right now, we've already made our money for the day on futures this morning with data and everything. If you see me take a QQQ trade, you can follow along with futures. I'm trading NASDAQ. I just don't look at QQQ. There's no point. We're still holding below this 1 minute equilibrium block. As long as we stay below this range, more downside, here we come. And honestly, I really think these contracts are going to go up to that spike. If you look at the option contracts, the spike is up at 2.5 or 2.27. And that's likely where we're headed. So far, it's got the rejection of the 1 minute equilibrium block. Still seeing more downside here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Today is another great money day. And honestly, I'm just here calling out price so y'all can make money. So if you do take a trade, that'd be greatly appreciated if you post it in gains if you are in the community, or you could just at me on Twitter if you're not. I'm only doing this for y'all. I am done for the day. Based on the 1 minute, as long as we hold down below that same 1 minute equilibrium block, we see more downside right here, right now. You're up 100% here on puts. If you want, you could trim. Me personally, this is my hedge, so I'm holding strong. Give me the extremes of the equilibrium block. Currently, based on the 1 minute, we're rejecting the hourly open candle and the 1 minute equilibrium block. We got a lot more downside to come today. Hold strong. No real point in getting out. I would need to see like a 5-minute equilibrium block get created or something. If we do see that, we'll look to even add to our position here. We're likely coming all the way back down to 18,852. Then we got more sell side at 771. However, overall, great day. Anybody have any questions? Yes, no, maybe so. Trade the trend, not what you want to happen. I would love for it to push higher, 100%. However, market's not supporting that. Puts you up 135%. If you want, you can trim. Kind of crazy because how much downside we're seeing right now, that just tells me before we see any type of upside, we are going to deal with the shittiest price action on earth. So it's like right now is the time you should be making a shit ton of money. Hold these damn trades. Do not fold because we're probably going to be dealing with some type of consolidation before we actually retrace back higher. So keep that in mind. Alrighty. Um, we have our risk management class tonight at 8 p.m. Make sure to tune in. I will see you guys later today. You guys have a great rest of your day. Great job trading today.